Okay, come to find out that whole time we wasn't even live. Ain't that some but anyway, um yeah, definitely make sure that you're getting into your ancestral veneration. Definitely make sure that you go through the resources, the free resources that we have to get already at africanmagicschool.com. And then if you have any additional questions or concerns, you can always schedule a ancestral life path reading with one of the priestesses at either Orisha Voodoo Institute or BSN or the Voodoo Institute. There are plenty well qualified people that can definitely get you going through that. But also make sure you check back into those mundane resources that I got you as well, because you want to make sure that you're doing both. You know, our ancestors can only help us so much. If we're not doing the work, they have nothing to work with. And you want to make sure that you're doing what you need to do first, and then they come in and assist where they can, where any possible roadblocks will come into. But definitely keep your head up. Definitely try those relaxation methods that I gave you, and just keep looking forward. Don't worry about what happened, before. You definitely have some transferable soft skills that can get you in the workplace. You just got to make sure that you're using all your advantages, and that includes your veterans advantage.
Right. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate that.
welcome. You're welcome. You can feel free to check into the YouTube live, so that way you can continue to watch uh, the rest of the actual live. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right, love. Yeah,
Yo,
you mute.
I wasn't.
Listen. We wasn't recording. It's just a whole lot going on. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. It's a whole lot going on. But we here, baby. We here. I'm glad that somebody actually brought that to our attention, because we would have went the whole hour just sitting up there
Listen,
playing.
because that was my best friend that had asked you that question. So I'm trying to figure out why how she got to ask the question, but nobody else is asking the question. I accidentally sent her the studio link instead of the live link. So
Listen. She got in, and that's all that matters. All is one ear. Love you to
okay.
pieces.
So for those that missed it earlier, go ahead, type in your question. Priestess Omojola and I already did a question for the community in regard to how to make sure we best serve our little ones for the upcoming school year. Make sure that you take care of your inner child, you take care of your physical children, and any children outside of your home were the main takeaways from those questions. And again, as y'all ask y'all questions, please do not ask anything that a BSN or OHI priest or priestess has asked already. And let's get started again.
Oh, and make sure y'all check out Priestess Omoshula's class on protecting your children in the upcoming school year. That's actually where the premise of that community reading actually came from. We appreciate you, Priestess. We love you so much, because it's definitely needed. But yeah, and try to keep it to one question. This is going to be a generalized reading. If you need anything further than that, you will need to book a reading on learnerishohoodoo.com. And I definitely want to make sure that we reiterate, please, if you have already had a reading with one of the elder priestesses or priests or Hugan or Ia themselves, please do not re-ask the question. It's not because we don't want to answer it, but it's because the answer has already been given. It's not going to change. In fact, you can actually get a conflicting message, because your ancestors, my ancestors, the spiritual courts, they don't want to be bothered with the constant nagging. Like, they said what they said, and it was said for a reason. It was what you needed to know right then and there. Now, if something happens down the road and energy changes, then you go back to the priest or priestess that you got the reading from. But do not try to get conflicting messages, because you're going to mess yourself up. Period. All is one, everybody. I appreciate y'all for just loving on us so much and coming to this reading. I definitely would love it if we had some questions from the general audience, but it's actually absolutely fine. We will get somebody up here eventually to ask a question. Um, but
I can
yeah,
ask about for the community again.
yeah, we can do another community reading until we actually get a message. That's fine.
Okay. Today is Sunday. Yveshe Baba. We know that Sundays are meant for refocus, reset, and just realignment generally for the week. So let's ask what needs to be our main focus for this week.
Okay.
I had to check for a second. All my almost all my ancestor bones came out except for the wishbone. All right, so first off, we need to make sure, in order to remain in alignment with what we have going on, we stay focused with what is not only our business, but things that concern us. We need to make sure that we remain in prayer and meditation with our ancestors so we can understand that. And generally, when things are in alignment, when things don't feel good. Not the uncomfortable things are changing, but the low vibrational type of way. This is also confirmed following with the dive. We see it's on six. When we are in relation to this question, we need to make sure we maintain peace. We need to make sure that we are not only being intentional with our actions, because of the karma that is present, but also the consequences that follow, whether they be positive, negative, right, or left handed. We also need to make sure that we have a strong foundation, not only within ourselves, but those around us. We spoke earlier on the importance of community and making sure that we take advantage of what is being said, because they already told us to listen, and we take advantage of present opportunities. In summary, our focus needs to be on basically minding our business in short. Um,
Wait till I get to these cards. Go ahead, go ahead.
Listen, because them cards talking just as loud as them bones now. So make sure you are minding your business. You are adhering to what your spiritual court advises, strictly through prayer and meditation. We know that these be revealed. Make sure that we're listening above all else. All right, priestess.
All right. So I have the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups talks about not only celebration, but community celebration, collaboration, alignment. You definitely want to make sure that this is a week where you try not to go anything alone. You need to be tapped in with your igungun. You need to be tapped in with your spiritual cord. You need to be tapped in with people that are going to work with you in order to get the goal done. So that way, when these things are achieved, it is a moment of celebration and not a moment of hating, basically. Also, we want to talk about the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands means to pick your battles wisely. Pick your battles wisely. Avoid chaos. Avoid confrontation. Avoid unnecessary drama. You may come out as the victor in those type of situations, but the things that will be lost in the process are definitely not worth it. In other words, mind the business that pay you. Mika, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just gonna finish and then we'll definitely get to your question. Um, and also, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords talks about making a hard decision. You have a choice between one thing or the other, and the decision has to be made. And once you make the decision, you're going to have to stand on that decision, because going back on it could cause those unnecessary fights that you don't need to be in. You definitely want to make sure that you sit and think about those decisions, though. You definitely want to make sure that it's not a rushed decision, because it's going to be a final one. This is an either or situation. It's not and both. It's one or the other, either or. So you definitely want to make sure that you take the time to mull over that decision. You just don't want to go all willy nilly heads in and fly off the rails with that one. Uh, Hello, Paige. All right. So Mika's question is, how can I trust my intuition more? You want to handle that one? Yeah. You. I'm.
I said yeah, because Mika my girl. All right, Mika. I'm doing another shout out for Mika. You guys use your resources in your Discord. When I say she has not even been here for a week and using them resources up and down, and if you want to know what I'm talking about, you got to join. Okay, I'm talking about money alignment. I'm talking about accountability within community. I'm talking about divination support, all that. Okay, so let's go back to your question. Hoping I'll check your resources. Okay, first off, you need to make sure that your inner child is gonna be a lot, not just inner child, but yourself. You need to develop that relationship within yourself, your spiritual court. So, Mika, when I'm speaking to you, when I say spiritual court, things that we talked about already, but also making sure to that different connection with your ancestors, because that helps, right? And making sure that you are doing your best to see through the bullshit, right? So you have a lot of power that wants to be uncapped, and this is actually the perfect opportunity to do so. You are in alignment to do a straight shot for anything you want to do. This is the gun charm, and it's pointed straight up right when it landed for you. So that means, based off the dope chart summary so far, developing that relationship within yourself, within your ancestors, within your shadow self as well, because that's how the smoky quartz can also be represented. Because the energy that is within you is just ready to be tapped, unleashed, all that. Okay, but you need to be mindful of things that have occurred in the past. This is the pyrite, fool's gold. So if there's anything in the past that have caused you to be off your game, anything that you feel has deterred you to be off your journey in any way, in this point, I'm speaking ego. In this point, I'm speaking on things that don't serve you, that you cannot give your energy to. That's also supported by the Black Onyx, which is not only power, not only protection, not only that revelation to get things going, but also making sure that you are covered and protected at all costs. And lastly, the clear quartz amplifies this entire message. So in summary, you can achieve your intuitive processes and enlightenment and advancement by maintaining and advancing the relationship within yourself and recognizing that this is the opportunity to maximize on your gifts, on your talents, and make sure that you are clear with your purpose and desires because you have everything. If anything, please be protected um, and all that. So up your protection work. Priestess Omojola actually has, oh, off top, the cut and clear YouTube that's on Priestess Omojola's, that will be so perfect for you. After this live, that's your homework for tonight. Before we start a fast. That you need to watch that.
Okay, I'm just going because I threw some cards anyway just to find out, but
Mm-hmm.
what she could do. But I listen. My ancestors are going to say what they want to say. They're telling me that you recently had a breakup. Um, because the Three of Swords came out and the King of Wands came out. Um, maybe there was another woman involved, and things of that nature. See, she said she did. um,
Mm.
maybe there was another woman involved, or not even another woman, but something that was causing him to go like this, and he didn't want to change, and you more than likely knew what was going on. Um, and he tried to gaslight you and try to make you feel like you didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. You knew exactly what the fuck he was talking about, and that's why you're not trusting your intuition. um you definitely not only need to do that clear and cut, but you need to do a cord cutting, because the energy that he was feeding you has now moved into your circle. um if you are in if you're in our community outreach, I believe that's in one of the levels of the community outreach, which is the core cutting. I would suggest you do that first, then do the cut and clear oil, and
Okay.
meditate with that. So that way you can start tapping back into your intuition, because you weren't crazy. You weren't crazy. You knew what was going on. You thought that he would change. He didn't change, and it is what it is. So, yeah, definitely. Priestess Omojola has a self-love potpourri too. Like, we have plenty of resources that can definitely get you where you need to go. But yeah, don't you you wasn't wrong, girl. You wasn't wrong. You knew what the fuck was going on. You said what you said, and you said what you said, and that's just it. You know what I'm saying? It's no need to feel like you didn't know what was going on, all because he was trying to hide the bullshit that he was going through. You knew what the fuck was on. You probably got that shit in a dream. Okay, you was probably dreaming about that shit. And
Esau, listen, the smoky
listen,
quartz came on mine and the
listen,
fool's gold, man. So I'm just
listen,
saying.
exactly. Fool's gold. Yeah, of course of course. Who wants to openly tell somebody, oh, I'm fucking with somebody else? Of course they're gonna try to hide it. But you knew what was going on. So you gotta sever that connection. So we have plenty of resources that can get you to do that. Destiny, how can I be more productive when it comes to my career? Um, well, mundanely, I can tell you, I don't know if you were there when Ia prescribed the book 12 week year. Um, that
Mm.
you're welcome, baby. It's not a problem. Anytime. Listen, you in Discord, that's where you can find me. Um, uh 12 week year. Divine Layla, I got you. Just give me 1 second. Let me get with Destiny real quick. 12 week year. Also, I would say, Try to keep a to-do list, put the most important stuff at the top, things that can be handled at another time at the bottom, and work that list every day. Whatever you can't get done, you just can't get done. It's just going to have to save for another day. And then what you do is you put that as the most important stuff on the next day, and then work from there. You're only one person. You can only do what you can do. But if things can be delegated, delegate them. Try to work on one thing at a time. And make sure that you are constantly breaking down your goals. Make small goals. Like, you have a big goal, make all the small goals that need to be happened in order to achieve that goal, and then work them goals. But spiritually,
Wait, before you do spiritual, still one mundane tip. And I love that we do practical tips before. I love that. Practical priestessing. Also, one of the books you said the four agreements. So having that in combination to what Priestess Omojola says, not just for your career, but as a training priestess, as a mom, as a person who is getting their foot well to what they want to do in their life, the four agreements will definitely help you with that.
all right. So spiritually, the first card I get is the Four of Cups. You got to stop focusing on what's going wrong, because you're so focused on everything that's going wrong. You're not even seeing your opportunities to do what you need to do and advance actually coming at you. You probably feel like you can't take on another thing, or you can't focus on that right now, but not focusing on that is what's keeping you from being productive. Um, some things are just not, everything has its own timing. Some things are just not going to happen right then. They may happen down the road. But if you're focused on what's not happening right now, you don't see all the stuff that's coming in that you could be doing right now. Sometimes you gotta spin the block on some stuff. That's just it. It is what it is. It's nothing that you can do about it. That's life. Everything has its own divine timing, and it might not be the divine timing for that right now. So you definitely just want to just go ahead and just focus on the opportunities that are coming in. Those opportunities might actually help you get those things that are not being done. You won't know until you try, but you can't try if you're focused on what's not going right. Three of Cups comes up again. So we're going back to what I said too. Learn to delegate. Learn to reach out to people around you. Learn to reach out to your spiritual core. Learn to reach out to your ancestors. Tailor those prayers so that way you're asking for the resources. You're asking for the situations. You're asking for the people that are going to put you in alignment with those goals that need to be done. That's what they're there for. And then also the Star card, which is talking about intuition, pouring into that intuition. You have to trust that your spiritual core is going to give you what you need in order to get what's done. Sometimes like I said, you're so focused on what's not going on. You're not trusting your intuition. You're not trusting that your spiritual core and your igungun have your back and have your best interest. You're just focused on everything that's going wrong. Sometimes that shit just need to fall apart in order for it to come together. You get what I'm saying? It may look like everything's going wrong, but it's going exactly the way that it needs to go in order for you to get what needs to be done. Listen, you're in the community. You already know how to reach us. Don't be afraid to reach out to us, to talk about what's going on, because that's what we're here for. Okay? That's what we're here for. We're here for that. Okay? All is one. That's what we say every morning. All is one. We're all one. So we're here to help you with that. All right, Divine Diva, I'm not going to repeat your question out of the respect of privacy, but I do see your question. Osun, Kemibi, do you want to start first?
And please clarify.
Okay. Listen, Destiny, I love you. I love you. Listen, we're here. We're here. We're here.
What I'm getting is if it is the second option that you put, it's going to be a lot of separation at the beginning. At this point, that's not the concern or focus of your ancestors. They have already stated what that has been for you. Right now, they want you to be nourished with the things that they have told you. They want you to not only stand on the faith of yourself, but also the faith and the strength of them. One, so we know one can transmute to aces, new beginnings, new desires, new beginnings. And it was right next to the thimble, protection, and the key, access. So like I said, if it is the second option, it's going to be a lot of separation at the beginning because right now you guys do not have the access needed to unlock the fullest potential, not only for yourselves, but also the family unit as well. Y'all's desires as a unit and individually have not been met, and that's leading up to some of the confusion that's being talked about. But not only is it not being met, it's not a prominent focus of y'all. Right now, there is no clear focus. You guys don't have a clear direction of what you want to do. So whether y'all are just here just to be here, um, y'all aren't really focused on yourself at this time. Y'all aren't protecting yourself at this time either. And that's why it seems like it's locked or you're stuck. It was right that match ignited everything that I said, and it was amplified with the love quartz. Your ancestors want you to know that this is the opportunity to really decide who you want to be, not only as a mother or as a wife, but for yourself. Fool's gold came up again. So if there's any illusion that is present, whether that be ego, his ego, the shadow and fears that are present within yourselves, the outside shit in the relationship that has been brought on to where y'all can't even see and decipher shit or even just stand on your own 2 feet to make a decision for yourself, that needs to be dead. Um, but the ancestors have communicated to you in some way what your answer is. Whether you're fighting it, it's okay. Um, whether your answer is what you're expecting, whether it's not, the end of the day is when they speak, they don't just say no or yes without a plan to go with it. So you need to feel supported and strong in that, which is why at the beginning I led with you nourishing yourself, which is what they already said, and you standing strong within your relationship. Your when I say relationship, in this sense, I'm saying relationship with you, to be clear.
All right. Before I start Osho Tara, I definitely see a question. Um, I'm not I'm not skipping you. We're actually going to get to your question as soon as I finish with Miss Divine Diva Leah. Okay, so woo child. The first card that came up is the Knight of Wands. And as you can see, he's actually trying to control a very bucking horse. And basically, that's saying that um, you might be rushing this. Uh, you feel stuck because you're trying to do too much and you're trying to do it all yourself. And that's not the way that this works. It's two of y'all in here together for a reason. But I also got the Lovers card. So everything that you do affects him and vice versa. But I really feel like if you There's like some type of end goal that you're trying to get to, and that should not be the focus right now. What should be the focus is coming to terms with whatever issues you guys had before. That the reason why you're not doing enough, and I'm about to the reason why you're not doing enough is because you're focused on the past. You feel like you've already put that energy in, you don't want to do it all over again, but you guys got back together for a reason. You're back there for a reason. um you have to look for new opportunities. um you might have to create those new opportunities. um you guys are going to have to um start over again, all the way around, mentally.
Again, because this is the third time.
Right. You guys are going to have to start over mentally, spiritually, physically, emotionally, all of it. You can't keep dragging what happened before in. If you're either in it or you're not, it's one or the other. You can't straddle the fence, but y'all are in it together. It's not just you, it's not just him, it's both of y'all. But if you're going to continue into this relationship, you're going to have to let that past go. You're going to have to find new ways to connect, and you're going to have to find a way to restart everything. Because if not, you just going with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just married just so y'all say y'all ain't single. Period. Other than that, I really don't know um what else could be done. If you need a little bit more in depth, I would say go see the Love Goddess, because that's her avenue, that's her lane. I'm not in that lane. I'm in the lane of healing. I'm not in the lane of the lovers. That's her. You can book her on learn her orishahoodoo.com. Um, there's a love sap that I think would
Don't do it.
listen.
Not
No, do
listen.
it, do it, do it. Okay, there's a love
Read
sap
the
that would be
directions.
perfect for you guys.
Listen, read directions 5 times before you do it.
Read the direction 5 times before you do it. Okay, but yeah, no, you definitely need to turn over a new leaf in all aspects when it comes to you and him. Um, just like Osun Kemibi said, you may have to do some type of soul searching inside to see how you want to do this as an individual, not as a wife, not as a mother, but as a woman. Because if you're not happy in your relationship, everything else is affected. Your marriage is affected, your children are affected. So you have to make sure that above all else, you are taken care of. Okay, start with you. It all starts and ends with you. Okay. All right, now Oshun Tara. Oshun Kamimbi, were you able to see her question?
Let me see right now. Okay.
Because that one is of a very personal nature too, so I kind of don't want to, even though this is a safe space, we do have to respect people's.
Um, do you, if I throw, I can answer it vaguely, like I did, Aaliyah's, or should we just have an answer for Kevin?
Okay.
Cause she asked, you know what I mean?
I know she did ask. Hold on. Let me look at the question again, because I want to make sure I'm saying it right.
Because I Spirit already gave part of an answer. That's not emotional on either parts. Let me confirm what divination says. Um, Ocean Tower, if you give me the okay to answer, I will. I need to do a clarifier throw, but just let me know in the comments because, like, our priestess everybody said, it is of a sensitive matter. Even though it's a public space, it is a sensitive matter. Okay. She said yes. She said yes. Tell me what they said. Okay, girl. Yeah. Your short answer is it's not time right now. Spirit has other plans for you. And when off top, okay, off top, when we are dealing with something like you said, you gotta also remember no doesn't mean no. Sometimes no is for protection. Sometimes no is right now. In your case, yours is not right now. And that's okay. Right now, your sole focus needs to be not just making sure you have a firm relationship with your maternal Ogungun at this time, but also you are listening to what they have to say. This came with the zipper, so you need to fix your mindset on what they are telling you. This was right next to the anchor because this is really sinking you down, girl. Stop, okay? Because the energy and the worry that you could be focusing toward this is meant for something else. And that's another reason why they want you to not only fix your mindset of the situation in general, but just her. Because you have expectations that need to be dropped. You have grievances that need to be let go. So even if you were to meet up with her right now, it wouldn't be good for either you or her because that inner child got some knucking and bucking. And when I say baby girl is ready to fight, okay? And it may not be present. You might think, no, we're just gonna say hey. No, y'all will not just say hey. Y'all will not just be, y'all just won't be, period. It won't be peace. It won't be a pleasant situation, that first interaction. And that's not what you want to experience at all, especially with considering everything. Take this as an open opportunity to have a firm foundation within yourself. Spirit really wants y'all to make sure we are firm within ourselves, okay? Because that has come up in every throw I did. Oh my
Listen.
God. So again, stay firm, not only within yourself, with your core and your ancestors at this time. They specifically, like I said, want to hear from you, and you need to listen so you can readjust this situation with your maternal Ugungun, and you know what power source you should also be tapping to in this manner. Um, you have some wishes, you have some desires. Like I said, right now they are just false expectations. At this time, you need to be just focusing on what you really want. You need to be focused on how you can progress for yourself and to make sure that your inner child is okay. So when you do get the yes from spirit, you can not only have that conversation with her, but it can be received and perceived in a positive way. It will be high vibrational, even though some things need to be talked about, but in a way that is best for you. In summary, your no is a protection.
Yeah, no. I definitely got the same intuitive message um, from my tarot cards because the nine of wands popped up, and the nine of wands speaks of rushing into a situation before it's time. Um, Now, I got that in connection with the chariot because this role has been ridiculous for you. This is taking you to the highest highs to the lowest of lows. Yeah, yeah, and um, of course, you want to connect with that maternal energy represented by the Empress, but it's really not the time right now because once again the nine of wands comes up and it talks about rushing. Now we get the moon talks about leaning into your intuition to uncover things that are hidden, so you know what that means. You gonna have to do some workings to kind of uncover what needs to be uncovered.
The
Um,
power source that I told you earlier, that you know what it is, will assist you with that for more ways than one. Because even when she put up that moon card, baby, you know, act like you
so
know, act like you know.
um, you definitely want to try to lean on your spiritual court and your igungun for a clearer message of when that time is going to come. But right now is not the time, baby. You're rushing a situation that, like Oshun Kemibi said, you may just be walking into a ticking time bomb because she's absolutely right. As much as the adult you wants this, the child you may not be ready for it. And what you don't want to do is say things that can't be unsaid out of anger. Um, yeah, you definitely don't want to say things that and also you want to be able to receive the message not from a place of hurt,
Mm.
because sometimes somebody can say something and we can take it the wrong way just because of how it affected us. We're not hearing it properly. And you definitely want to make sure that you're from a healed place with that. Definitely lean into your spiritual core. We'll talk more about it, offline. Um, but yeah, is now isn't your time. But it's coming, just not right now. I know that's probably not what you wanted to hear, but it's what you needed to hear.
And you can flip that to be like, oh, okay, now my ancestors just want me to focus on me. Selfish season. Okay.
Hey, that wrong with being selfish sometimes. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't squeeze blood from a rock. So,
There's another question. I'm looking for it.
You are welcome, honey. We love you too. You egg bag.
Um, it was a new person. I'm looking for it. Oh, Jamila.
Yeah.
She said, I feel like I'm walking into a new chapter of my life. Is there anything that I'm holding on to that I should be letting go? Everything. No, I'm kidding. And remember, just because we are answering other people's questions doesn't mean that you guys can't ask y'all. It's like ask them. So we aren't like looking for them. So far, your ancestors want you to know that this new chapter in your life is confirmed as a new opportunity. Usually, when we have new opportunities, we want to make sure that we not only learn our lessons from the past, but also make sure that we have everything we need for the future. One is represented by Ace, new beginnings, new desires. We need to make sure that we are not putting so much focus into the new chapter that we miss what's going on in the present. So off top, you need to let go of your need of control. You need to let go of your need of trying to have everything perfect, because one, your ancestors want you to be not only clear about your desires, but they want you to know, one, um, you have to make sure that your prayers are matching not only your actions but your heart, because that's had came up as well with the clear quartz. I'm not sorry, with the rose quartz falling right underneath it in the same triangle with the wishbone. So far, you need to let go, release of not only things that are low vibrational, things that don't serve you, things that aren't in alignment, but because they want this new beginning to be your focus, move how your most elevated ancestor would move. So if you see that one of your homeboys or homegirls or whatever is always with the bullshit, always negative, always complaining, always just not moving right, would your ancestors really want you moving that way, especially with all the things that they want to do for you right now? Also make sure that you have access at this moment, but just because you have access doesn't mean everybody needs to have access to you. That is also clarified with the symbol in terms of protection. So protecting, again, when you move integral, is it's not just your actions but also what you don't say, what you don't do. And this will help you to be not only in alignment for this next chapter but serve you all the way. So with this next chapter moving forward, some of the guidelines, make sure that you are being aware of your situation, your surroundings, your goals, your desires, you're clear with them in your heart, mind, and spirit, and to let go of things that not only serve you, but making sure that you move how your most elevated ancestor would.
Ashay, listen. Jamila, question. What you think you getting away with? What do you think that you were taking from somebody else by you being on this journey? You feel like you're robbing somebody of something. Who is it?
Don't type too fast.
Listen, listen.
Listen, because we were on live not knowing. We'll still be on live when we definitely know. Come on
I'm
now.
telling you, we, you, what? Talk to me, baby. Like for real, because I need to know because the Seven of Swords came up.
Mm, 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 mm. You
Listen,
saw that?
yeah, I saw it. I read it.
Since you read the comment, read them cards, girl. Read them cards.
Listen. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust your intuition. You have to trust that the decision that you made is for your best interest because your destiny is about you and no one else. It is about what you need to do in order to serve your community and show up as your best self. It's not about you and them. Yeah, you want to take them, but everybody's not meant to go. Ian says that all the time. Everybody ain't meant to go. You have to do what's fair. You have to do what's right and what's fair. Because if because right now you're killing yourself with grief and worry and anxiety, and it's not fair to you, because You're supposed to be in celebration right now. So what you need to do, and you can't because you worry and you beating a dead horse because the decision has already been made. You're already on the road. It's nothing you can do about it right now. The only thing that you can do is be fair. Be fair. See what type of compromises you can make so that way your partner doesn't feel like they're not included. Because that's more than likely what it is. They feel like they're not, like it's just you, and it's not enough us. Yes, you need to do what you need to do, but if this is somebody that you see yourself with and see a future with, you also have to make sure that they feel included too. Um, Definitely get with your ancestral court um, to see if they even approve of the union first. Start there. Okay. Start there. Make sure that your ancestral court approves of this person and approves of your partnership because this move also could be what's needed to go like this. Sometimes they just want y'all apart. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check with them to make sure that um that's somebody that they feel like you should be at in this course of time. Um, but make sure that you're being fair. Don't make it just about you, so that way your partner doesn't feel neglected. But at the end of the day, your anxiety and your grief about the situation is not helping nothing. You beating a dead horse at this point. You gotta be like Elsa and let that shit go. You did what you needed to do for the betterment of you, and that's it. If it wasn't meant for you, the opportunity would have passed you, but it didn't. And that's pretty much it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can really do about that. The only thing I could say is get with your ancestral court, divine, pray, ask for guidance, and see if they even approve of the union. Because if they don't approve of the union, then this is definitely to separate you guys and get you to where you need to go.
And also understand what that really means, what she just said, because like I already said, this is the perfect opportunity because you have the access to do everything. And you want to make sure that the access that they're giving, again, rose quartz, is this access may be giving you the opportunity to remove yourself from the situation, and you have to be okay with that. And when you're being okay with it, it's also understanding the blessings that are on the other side because of how much not only they love you, but they want the best for your bloodline. Your ancestors want nothing more than the best of your bloodline. So if they see you being with somebody that is not going to not only adhere to the bloodline, but is not only good for you at this moment, because I already said you are your focus, take note and readjust.
All right, so we're gonna take these last couple of questions. Destiny, I definitely saw you, so I'm gonna answer this question for you. Um,
You want me to do the other one?
it's Peachy Peach.
Yeah.
Peaches, 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 peaches. I'm driving my son over here crazy because he hates that song. Quill, as much as I love you, use your inside voice. Mommy is live. Listen. My kids love that song. Destiny, stop stressing yourself out. Okay, stop stressing yourself out. You should see this top row. You should see this top row. You should see this top row. Listen, Peachy Peach, okay? Peachy Peach. If we gonna answer that question and put the question you really wanted to ask under there too. Okay.
Right. Because you
Okay.
don't need to be worried
Don't
about
be.
what you
Listen.
originally asked.
Listen. If you scur, get a dog. Because guess what? Guess what? If I fold these cards, my ancestors gonna tell on you anyway. So you might as well just get to the question you really want to ask. Because I'm telling you, my peoples, they snatch my edges once a week. Okay, my ancestors snatch me once a week, so they gonna snatch you. But destiny, baby, stop worrying. Stop worrying. You driving yourself crazy. You're gonna drive yourself. You're gonna drive yourself right into a situation you don't want to be in. Just stop it. If you worried about you moving is gonna affect your relationship, just stop. Just stop. Just stop. If that person wants to be with you, they'll go with you. Okay. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. We gonna get to you. We gonna get to you, honey. But yeah, just stop. Just stop. Because the first one I got is 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. The 9 of Wands. You're driving yourself into literal just despair. Just despair. Okay? Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Okay? The transformation needs to happen. And there's really nothing you can do about it. You beating a dead horse. You're literally take the damn horse to the glue factory and make some glue. Okay? You would get better results that way because the change needs to happen. Okay? Now, whoever it is, they love you. They see you as home. You are their literal home. So they will go wherever you want them to go. But you can't be flying off the seat of your pants. You got to have a plan, baby. You got to have a plan. You got to plan the work and then work the plan. And that's probably why you're so baby Obatala in the background. He said, you stressed, girl. You stressed. Stressed. Okay? You're stressed. You about to stress all your you about to stress all your damn edges out your head. You just stop, baby. Because this move is going to be good for you. This is going to set you up for the long term. This move is not going to be good for you, but it's going to be good for that baby. It's going to be good for that baby's baby. It's definitely what you need, but you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. You need the help of your ancestral court. You need the help of your spiritual guides. You need the help of your partner. Y'all gonna have to do all of this together. But this is what's best for you. This is going to be a good look for you. But you need to talk to your spiritual court. You need to talk to your gungun. You need to know how to move in this situation. You need to divine on the plans that you are making to make sure that that is in alignment with what they want. Okay? But relax. Relax. You're going to stress yourself out. You're going to stress that baby out. You're going to stress your partner out. Just plan the work, divine to make sure that that's what's in your best interest, and then work that plan. Okay? Okay? And if you need me, you know where to find me. All right, Peachy Peach.
I answered her first question. And in the midst of her posting her second question, the
You got the answer
ancestor.
to the second question?
Okay, so Sweet Peach, based off your first question, you need to first fix your mindset. You cannot make moves, especially moves in relation to home, family, or money, and second guess yourself, especially in this life, especially after work has been done, especially after ancestors have spoken. In this sense, the key that you need to not only um, the key that you need to not only change the mindset that you have within yourself, but also feel more firm within your career is make sure that all your moves that you make are, like I said, in general, integral and moving as your most elevated ancestor would move. Right now, you are in a place where you are just getting your feet together. But just because you're getting your feet together doesn't mean that you aren't well established in what the fuck you need to do. All of those charms were at the bottom of the smoky quartz. Smoky quartz can also relate to work that's being done. It could be in relation to the moves that you need to make. In this sense, how I'm reading it is you need to be clear on not only your goals for the next 1, 3, and 5 years, but also your goals in general. If the place that you're at right now is not long term, make sure that you are not setting yourself up to be in that way. Your ancestors are very clear in regard to your action. You have a lot of work that you need to do, but the first is on your mind, because you have a lot in your mind that needs to be changed and transmuted so you can not only receive
I don't know what happened, but pay no attention to that thing behind that. That's baby Picasso doing what he do. But until wait. Okay, we got it back. We got it back.
I was trying to see the comments that were posted and I accidentally left. Um,
Gotta
so
be quicker than that.
listen, I was trying to engage while divining. I'm not gonna be doing that no more. So let me finish reading and then I'll check the comments. But the last two comments that were posted, Peach, if they were by you, please rewrite them so I can see what you said. But back to the bones and the charms because they were speaking, girl. Make sure that you are developing a strong foot within your work ethic, within the way that you are moving within these next steps. Also, make sure that you are listening to what your ancestors and inner child and shadow need to reveal to you because it's going to help you a lot in regard to your alignment, not just within your new founder career, but also in terms of general abundance for yourself. If there are any past moves that you have made in the past that are um, still debating, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Let that shit go because it's not only taking up space for doing what you need to do, it's worthless and it has no bounty, no worth, no weight here. And that's another reason why pyrite can be so heavy, because you need to realize the weight of what it carries and the weight of what it doesn't. Um, in relation to your relationship, it's not only it wasn't only the best move that you needed at this time, but also for your personal self because your ancestors, this is when you see the gun, it's like a straight shot. So they want you to have a straight shot with the relationship that you have within yourself because the things that have happened in the past don't carry any weight and they are not abundant in your career. Not only your career but in your life. So if you are taking this relationship and its effects within your career. If you're taking this relationship with an effects of just how you approach dating in general, you need to let that shit go because it's not in alignment. Above all else, make sure that you are protected, not only protected within yourself, but protected of what you say, what you don't say. You are in a new place, so general protection is just prayer. You can start out with that. Your ancestors already said that you need to make sure you have a strong foundation with them. The first step to doing that is prayer and meditation. If I were you, what I would do throughout my day, especially within a new career and a new place, thank my ancestors for bringing me here. Thank them for putting them in the position that you're in right now. Thank them for being able to advance your bloodline. Also, ask them to show you any missteps that may be present. Show them any way that you can adjust to be in constant alignment. Because right now, for them, your focus of alignment is just listening and letting shit go that doesn't matter. And frankly, the shit that you let go, your partner, that is within alignment, and that's okay. If at any time you feel like you need to connect with this person on any level, whether you feel like they would help you within your business, if you feel like they would just help you just in general, I would really have this conversation with my ancestors to make sure that this is not ego in any way and this is not again that bullshit filler that we were talking about. So lastly, I mean, in summary, your ancestors want you to know that within your career, develop a strong relationship with yourself, those around you. Make sure that you are fixing your mind so you can develop that work ethic to do what they want you to do. Because, baby girl, you got work to do for your bloodline, and they are so excited. And it's all abundant and it's all good things. But in order for that, you need to make sure that you are aligned and listening and letting shit go that doesn't bring value to your life or serve your bloodline.
Woo, baby, that's a reading. Okay, so I pretty much got the same thing, but my ancestors like talking to folks because they feel like you should be inspired. So the first thing that I got was the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups means that this wasn't a hasty decision for you. This wasn't a decision made out of emotion. You chose to take this job because you felt like this was what going to be needed for you to grow in your field. It is something that you are passionate about. So it's something that it wasn't like, it wasn't a decision made out of desperation. This is something that you have thought about for a long time. You've probably been stalking that damn job opportunity or something similar to it, and it just so happened to fall into your lap. Now, that means that you should be in celebration because you are in total alignment with what you're supposed to be doing. The hard decision was already made. You made it and it worked out in your favor. So this is a new journey for you. You should be happy. You should be celebrating. You should be, you should be very thankful and grateful, but don't take your eye off the road because you see him. He's standing at the edge of the cliff. He could fall over at any time. But just make sure that you understand that you did this out of pure manifestation, and it worked out in your favor. So it's nothing to be it's nothing to be sad about. I know you were stalking. I know you were stalking that job posting. Okay, this wasn't no hasty decision. This was thought out. This was methodical. So you should be very happy in the fact that you manifested this for yourself because this was a change of circumstances for you. Maybe you were in a job where you felt underappreciated. Maybe they weren't paying you what you felt like you needed. Maybe this was a step up in a supervisory role or things of that nature. This was something that worked out in your favor. This is what you wanted. This is what you needed, and this is what you got. So there's no need to be worried about what is or what isn't, because you're missing all the other opportunities that you have going for you right now, because you've manifested more than just this. But if you're already carrying the negative what if feelings about this, then you're going to be missing out on the opportunities. I'm feeling like that feeling of regret ties more to that nigga than it do to this job. But we'll get
It
on that in a
does.
minute.
It does. It
We'll get
does.
on that in a minute, because you could be looking at your new bae right at work and you don't even know it yet because you're too worried about this dusty ass nigga. But we'll talk about that later. Okay? You have to find, you have to get creative with your sense of self-worth, because this is something that you manifested, because this is something that you worked for. So you have to understand that you are in total alignment with what you asked for. That's my face twin. Okay, I told y'all these kids gonna come in here sometime. But yeah, you asked for it, you prayed for it, you worked for it, and now it is here. All is one. I'm so glad you're here. We get ready to wrap up, but you here anyway, so I love you. I love you. But yeah, you worked for this. You prayed for it, and you did what was necessary in order for it to be done. So be glad that it's okay. Listen. You've had a very active day. You've been up since the crack of dawn with the Y'all need to check out Saturday Morning Groove with my egg bay,
Please
Priestess
do.
Omojola. I'm gonna get her Ifa name. Please don't blame my head and not my heart, because you know I love you. But yeah, y'all need to be on that Saturday Morning Groove. Especially who was that? If you're still on this live, definitely get in, because I said that you needed to get into some type of meditation and something of that nature. That'd be definitely a good thing for you. She's already went through the chakra, working all the chakras and things of that nature. I think that would be real good for you. It's definitely some meditation, some yoga, some dancing, and all of the other stuff. Yeah, listen. I told you my ancestors don't they don't play. They not gonna sugarcoat nothing. Cause all that worrying, you beating a dead horse. You need to take that horse to the glue factory too. Y'all about to start an arts and crafts project up in here with all this glue. Y'all need.
Listen,
Okay,
because you see my screw here? They say you
listen.
got what you need.
Listen, you made the decision. It wasn't a fly by night decision. That nigga will get over it, because y'all ain't together no way. So fuck what he talking about. Don't
You
let
saw
him
your
make you feel
ancestors?
any old type of way, because now he ain't got access. You know what I'm saying? Easy access to be friends with benefits. Okay? Because if a man wants you, he gonna come and get you. The end. Now, yes, the arts and crafts. Yes, we gonna start an arts and crafts with all this glue from these dead horses y'all beating. Okay, y'all need to stop worrying about it. Trust in your ancestors. Trust in your igungun. Trust in your spiritual core. Trust that they gave you the will, the messages, the little inklings, the situations that said, you know what, I can do better. I can be better. I am better, so I deserve better. And that's it. That's it. And that's all. That's it. All right.
And stand on it as your
And
ancestors
stand on that shit 10
very
toes
clearly
down.
said. Because
Okay.
this is right in the wishbone, right on top of the key, right next to the screw. Like
Right.
y'all.
Right. They said what they said, and they said what else they said, because they said that too. All right. So Peachy Peach, let me get to this last part of this question. Did you did you do the right part by leaving a man that you was so connected to? I'm pretty sure the connection had more to do with sex than anything else. But we gonna talk about it. That's why you shouldn't be down here. Mind your business. That's what you get for being in adult business. Okay. Okay. Listen. Before I blessed my cars with that palo. I lit my copal so I could be connected. My all of this is heavy right now. I'm telling y'all, okay? Y'all gonna get y'all gonna get a word today, okay? And none of this would be possible if it wasn't for my beautiful godmother, the Reverend Priestess Osun from Anifa, and the beautiful people at OHI Black Spectrum Network and the Voodoo Institute, because I was lost until I got into my spiritual journey. Like for real, for real. Mentorship gets me all the way together. I love my ear so much.
And
And
when I say we got the best
I'm
elders on this side
I'm
of globe,
telling you,
girl.
it don't now. I know some of y'all be in that melanated witchcraft group, and I know it seems real ratchet, but it's a purpose to all of this. There's a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? You know, we be trying to get, light a fire so it's lights a spark to get you where you needed to go. Because when I first came in, Hukan used to, make me feel offended too until I got myself together. Okay. Oh yeah, no, they loving the kid right now. I got lots of love donations. Y'all just bought me lunch for the next couple of days while I'm at work working in the city because it's expensive as fuck over there. Okay, especially on
But
them.
listen, that salon is nice, girl.
Listen,
That
especially on them
salon.
Thursdays when I can't eat no meat.
Oh, oh, I thought you were talking about the salon being crazy on Thursdays. I was
Okay,
like, okay.
all right.
You started off priestess, and then well, you tell me who started.
Hold on. All right. First off, they want you to know that you said what you said and you said what the hell you said. Okay, because you know what's best for you. Whatever that nigga told you ain't it. Okay. You know what's best for you. It's best for you to be alone on your journey amongst yourself right now because that nigga gonna cut off all your spiritual blessings. Okay. And also, once again, the Queen of Cups pops up. This wasn't no separation of pure emotion. This is something you've been wanting to do for a long time. And I'm telling you that you sometimes we get dickmatized and the dick be talking to us and trying to keep us from doing what we supposed to be doing. Um, and we make we start doubting ourselves, but this is something that was supposed to be done a long time ago. And because you did it, you are now resting in a place of femininity. You are now resting in a place of abundance and prosperity. So don't don't feel bad for leaving that nigga alone, okay? Because it was what needed to be done. There was a lot of chaos going on. There was a lot of fighting. Um, he probably felt like you was too good for him. You know what I'm saying? Because you got all your stuff going on, and he was just like, I feel like you don't need me. You don't need a man. No, she don't need you, nigga. Like that's the part because there will be new opportunities. There will be new opportunities in order for you to build your foundation with the man that you need to be with. Like I said, he might be at that damn job, girl. Don't I'm telling you, he might be at the job. I'm not saying that somebody, a little birdie, told me to tell you that your husband might be at that job. Okay. Listen. I done been dickmatized a few times before, so I ain't never going to underestimate the phallus, because like that, the tit part, it looked like a brain, and it connect to the uterus, and when it go like that, it just be listen. Okay, that's why I tell people sex is very, very, very secret. It's very important. That's why casual sex is like the downfall of society, because um through sex life is created. So if it is not a sacred act, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
Life and death can be created through sexual intercourse. So it's never something to be taken lightly. But yeah, your man, honey, might be at that job. Okay. He might be trying to buy you coffee one morning. Okay. Listen. You work for a company, right? You not an owner operator, right? Shoot, he might own the company that you driving to. Listen, you never know. You never know. Okay, you'll never know.
And listen, let me tell you something. Priestess, please excuse me, because I gotta say this. When we tell y'all you're going to be prosperous with this avenue, you're going to be protected in that avenue, y'all can't have your brain so fixated on like he's gonna have a shirt that says wife, I am here, okay, with flowers. Okay. Now he may, if that's what you manifest in dream, join my astral projection class. We're doing Gregory bags later. Okay.
He
Anyways,
might be able to astral project into his dreams, and then he
listen,
come find you. He be like, "Yo, you the woman of my dreams." No,
listen.
literally, I am, niggas.
No, for real. No,
Literally.
y'all not ready though. Y'all not ready. Yep. Get ready though. But so that could look like an example that she said, but in the protection aspect, it could first of all look like this breakup for one. For two, also not showing up to some place on time. And you're always on time. This one time you're just late, right? Come to find out, it's about 3 car accidents on the way. This, that, and the other. Then you so happen to go to a coffee shop, and then things start going like that. You feel me? So you can't be so fixated on the whole black and white, especially when you have spirituality involved, and especially when you have your spirits, because just like how priestess Omojola spirits be talking to y'all and be aggressive with y'all, mine be talking in riddles. Okay, mine mine be talking in riddles, and not just one riddle. The riddle that have to make you think a little bit, like, oh, okay, you just read my life and you cussed me out. Yes, my girlfriend just said the riddle that never ends, because she know. Listen, okay. So when we
Listen,
say
but
just
yeah,
be
no,
mindful and open, do that.
listen, honey, your man might be at your job, okay? He might be trying to get you coffee every morning, okay? That's his way in. He not one of them. He not of them one of them Rico Suave niggas, okay? But he got money in the bank. Shorty, what you drink?
And what
Okay.
your ancestors said in the life spread, this is your season, girl.
Yes. So listen, your time is coming. If you're not into ancestral veneration, you need to get into ancestral veneration. You need to ask them to make it clear for you
Mm.
who the type of man that you need to be with. Write a list, and don't do that 6 feet 6 figures list. Okay, what you need out of a man. If you need open communication, if you need honesty, if you need somebody who is affectionate, somebody who is generous, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, wah wah wah, and he may not be black.
We say to be open. And this
You
is the
gotta be
OHI
open.
Oracle telling
Okay,
y'all.
he might have a few. He might have a few Africans way deep in his egungun. Okay, listen. Shit happens. Shit happens. My daddy said if you shake their tree, a couple of Africans might fall out. Okay, so you never know. This might be a black man that's missing some melanin. He might have been black 2 lifetimes ago, and he just happened to be in a white person body right now. Yeah. Okay. No, you need to. You need to, because you need that extra help. You can't do this by yourself. Because you're already, questioning, your intuition, even though your intuition said what the fuck she said, because she said it. Okay. But you need to lean on that and stop worrying. Block that nigga. Block him, because I know he calling. I know he texting. I know. I know. I know. Because he wants some of that. He wants some of your energy. See, a lot of people that have good energy, sometimes they attract the wrong group of people.
Mm.
Because when you're a light, the light just shines. It don't pick where it shines at. It just shines, and people walk towards the light. They step into the light, Caroline. But yeah, no, you gotta turn off the spotlight. You know, you got to go. You gotta go. That's it. That's it. And that might I listen. When I tell you what I tell you, I said what I said because a little birdie is in my ear telling me this is stuff that literally just pops into my brain. I don't know y'all from a can of paint, you know what I'm saying, from my elbow. But I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on a rule, I'm on a rule. But yeah, no. That is pretty much it, because we have gone over our 1 hour mark.
Wait, let me say something real quick before we continue to go over it real quick.
Go ahead.
Um, you know, I love when our bones and cards definitely relate to each other. So your spread was literally card for card, literally each section of my bones.
Right. It was just a complete reiteration.
Right. And they said don't ask them about this shit no more. Okay? Don't. Because the new relationship that you're supposed to be developing at this time is with them.
Right.
That's why Priestess Omojola said to Ancestor Venerate, we have classes on Black Spectrum Network. We can get you right at the Rachel Hoodoo Institute. But in general, please make sure that you are not only remain protection with prayer, but also again with that access, because like we said in the last spread, your access isn't just helping you get money, but also to stay in alignment. So any move that you can make, especially because your ancestors have made it abundantly clear that right now you are on the side of karma. You have either karma or peace. How you decide to walk this journey is your choice, but you know you can't walk it without them, and you better not be walking it with him for one.
Listen,
Okay.
they put your ass on the road for a reason. Okay? They put you on the road for a reason. They want you away from that nigga. In every sense of the word.
No, no, for real, dead ass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I sure Yeah. And make sure you fix your mind, because like I said, they have so much they want to give you, so much they want to tell you, so much they really want to work, cuz y'all got some work to do. Y'all got some work to do, but you got to fix your mind first. And when they're telling you to do things that appear to be scary, understand that it is for your greatest good. If you have any like if you have like some deep confusion, that's when you come to us. But if it's just general, like, oh my God, should I leave him? Yes, bitch, don't go back. Okay. And so
Listen,
like
listen.
that. I keep saying that because they're telling me to keep saying it. So if there's any inkling, okay,
Let
drop
this
that.
be the message. They said be like Elsa and let it go.
Okay.
Okay? But yeah, no. All right. So now it's time to pay our sponsors. If you are looking for a like-minded community, you can catch me and Priestess Osun Kemibi at Orisha Hoodoo Institute for African American Witches. You can catch us at Melanated Witchcraft for women. Both of these are on Facebook. Please answer the questions, y'all. I love y'all, but I will deny the fuck out of your request if you do not answer the questions and agree to the group rules, because we have them for a reason. Okay, this is for not only your protection but our protection as admin and moderators. And that's why they keep sending you far away. They probably be sending you on trips that you gotta take 2-3 days to complete, because they say what the fuck they say. They want you away from that nigga. And every
Listen, for real.
okay.
And they already said your money is tied to it, bitch. And they already said I didn't
And
listen.
you ain't gonna miss out on no bag. So they figure the more you work, the less you stay away from his ass. Okay. But yeah. So Melanated Witchcraft, Orisha Hoodoo Institute, I actually believe that in my YouTube channel, there's a link tree that will send you to both locations. If not, just send me a message on YouTube and I will give you the links. We also have a community outreach program that me and Priestess Osun Kemibi started in. That's where we got our start before we transferred over to traditional mentorship, which Bob, I don't know about her, but this has been the best experience of my life. You know what I'm saying? I love every minute of it. I love growing and advancing this gift of intuition every day. Like, you know, between the rituals that we have to do and just the community building, I look at these women as my family. We have definitely transcended um, the friend zone. These are my little family. I call them before I call my mama. That's how serious it done got. Okay. But yes, we have the community outreach program that is on Discord. Melanated Witchcraft and OHI is available on Discord. If you are in the Facebook groups, all the links are there. We pop them in randomly. If you are looking for mentorship, you can go to learnorishahoodoo.com and click on the services tab, and it will tell you all of the services that we have to include traditional mentorship. I love you too. We have a heal, reveal and cleanse session coming up in September. That is with Maya and the Love Goddess. They will be doing transformative sessions in order to put you on the path that you need to go. If you need a ancestral life path reading, you can go to learnhoodoo.com, or you can go to the Voodoo Institute to get that from one of the priestesses that you resonate with. And yeah, stop playing with your spiritual journey. Take it seriously. um
And we have so much free content that's available.
so
If you
much.
keep saying that, and Ia dropped a new mentorship, the Honeypot. If you feel like any of our pre-mentorships are too much for you, utilize the free resources. Because when you utilize the free resources and the resources you're able to get, the answers are going to work for you the way you need to.
Right.
Because I can tell you the exact ritual that I did in Priestess Omojola to get me into coven.
Listen. Okay? It works if you work it. That's what Ia says all the time. It works if you work it. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely appreciate you guys coming to sit with us. I definitely appreciate your questions. I definitely appreciate your love donations. I appreciate you guys immensely. And I am Priestess Omojola Efunyinka, and that is Priestess Osun Kemibi. And as always, be fruitful and multiply. Go forth and do great things. Live long and prosper. May the force be with you, and may the odds forever be in your favor.
Until next time, peace like the river. we had listen. If they didn't say anything, would it really be?
would it really been at the end of the conclusion? You gotta love kids. They are our
Listen.
future.
Bye guys. Love you guys.